to us all about going back to church with a better plan. And I was thinking, just letting something run through my mind. If the Lord asked you for $65,000, if he said today, I would like you to give me $65,000. I want you to invest that in my kingdom. Most of us would say, Lord, we don't have that. Do you want us to sell our home, our vehicles, our farm? I mean, do you want us to go liquidate what we've got in order to get that money? And he would say, no, I don't need you to do that. That would be a one-time shot somewhere, and it would help get something rolling. But it would mean a lot more if you gave that to my work $200 a month. $200 a month would be about $1,200 a year. So it would mean about every 2 years, you'd be paying $5,000. So in 5, 10, 15, 20, it wouldn't take long. It would take about 20 some years at $200 a month to give the Lord that $65,000. I'll tell you how I know that. That's what the radio programs have cost. And the Lord asked us to start those radio programs 20 some years ago. And he said, if you'll pay it, I'll take care of it. You take care of just paying that, and I will always take care of it. That's how he asked us to start that ministry. And I never even thought about how much it was growing until he mentioned to me about this thought that's on my mind the last few weeks and months since this pandemic. I would have found it hard pressed at any time in my life to have just handed you $65,000. But every month, that became something that was paid, and it became part of what was our bills, so to speak, even though it was paying for the Lord's kingdom. And every month, that just went in to taking the gospel into the world. What I'm trying to say is, when we go back, if you would say you would like to form some habits that are different, you would like to go back with more zeal, to accomplish more for the Lord each day, each week, each month. It can be done a bite at a time. There's an old saying, how do you eat an elephant? You can't eat an elephant at one sitting. But you know, it can be done a bite at a time. I was watching where a whale had beached itself in Alaska and had died. And the polar bears were coming to that, and the fox, and different things from the area, and were eating that whale one bite at a time. If you started reading one verse a day, if you started having prayer, if you started being faithful to your church and the work of your church, all it would require is just maybe an hour a day. But at the end of the year, you'd have 365 hours you would have given the Lord. Maybe on Sunday, you'd have a couple of hours or 3 hours. I want to ask you to pray about going back to church or going to church with a dedicated plan to eat the elephant, but to eat it one bite at a time. To change the way you do business in your home, the way you do business every day for the Lord, that you will set a goal to work for him every day, just like you set a goal to have breakfast, to put gas in the car, to pay your electric bill, to feed the kids, to buy shoes for the kids, to put it in your daily plan. We'll talk more about this. You be praying about it, okay?